I wasn't expecting that to be like so like I feel like I kind of let you guys down. Like there should have been like a big culmination where I would have been like, "Are you ready for war?" But I am ready to show you guys some really cool comics. So stick around. We got a great show for you tonight.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storylines prime. MCU 5D season the game. Being on, ain't nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
Jay, before I kick it off tonight, I just gotta say I really like that new, opener thing. What do we call that again?
Oh, you had it right. Well, it's kind of our countdown now. And
Yeah,
Kyle did an awesome job on that.
he really did. I feel like I'm in like I feel underprepared for tonight's show. Like I should be wearing Viking armor and crap, and like reciting like hymns and stuff like that. But I'm not that sophisticated. Welcome back to Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Kompan. It is great to be back here with you guys on this lovely evening. We got a great show for you guys, as I mentioned. You spend $25 with me tonight, and you get to spin the wheel at the end of the show. And if you spend $50 with me tonight, you get free shipping on your order, so long as you're located within the good old United States of America. I am back from C2E2. And it was a really great show. It was, I wouldn't say my best performing sales show, but it was really wonderful to see a lot of people that I normally don't get to see at conventions. And the thing about this show is it's a hometown show for me. And so I almost feel like I'm hosting a lot of the time when I do the show. And in fact, I did host, but I had the most wonderful guests. I had Monk Park and her husband Mel. They're the hosts of SketchUp. They were staying with me, and those two are like my Asian siblings. I love them to death. And Mel and I were cut from the same cloth. Mog and I same deal. And it was really great being with them. I tell them whenever they're in Chicago, they always have a place to crash. They're one of those people that I will always be happy to host. And Mel certainly cooked up a storm while he was here, and so did Mog, and so did I. It was just, we all took turns, taking care of things and making sure everybody was good to go. So it was a wonderful thing, and I really enjoyed going to the show with them and sharing stories and all that stuff. And as far as my booth went, it was a different setup. I had April Reyna and JT Malloy. They're the ones who did the cover for the Warline book, and I think I still have a copy here. Yeah, I do. So they're the ones who did the Warline 3 cover here, which completely sold out at the show. The only copies I have left are pre-order copies, and most of them have gone out now. So I'm out of this, and it's pretty amazing. And I had such a wonderful time with JT and April. They were just really good at keeping the spirits high at that show. And the thing about C2E2 is it's a very challenging sales environment. And last year, I've had very good years at C2E2, and I've had really lean years at C2E2. And last year was one of those really lean years where my sales literally dipped 50%. But this year, things were more or less back to normal, and that was a really wonderful thing. And I think a lot of that had to do with where I was mentally last year. But getting to where I was this year was allowed me to kind of get through it. And I think I had some really great interactions with new readers and everything like that. So that was really wonderful. And the reason why I'm actually late tonight is because I was reading comics with Alan, and he really wanted me to read him Yi Sun-shin. So I decided he can handle it. I have totally desensitized my kid from all violence and anything inappropriate. So we read the second chapter of Yi Sun-shin tonight, and that's been really great because right now I'm working on the book again. So reading it with him and seeing him learn about history and asking me questions about it, and it not being so boring to him is really interesting. So that's why I was a little bit late tonight. We were just finishing up reading issue 2, but he wants me to read him all of my work. So this is kind of like an exciting experience for me, because I read my work a lot while I'm editing it, but then I kind of forget about it, and then I go on and read other comics because I'm so sick and tired of looking at my stuff. But there's been enough time that has passed since I completed Eastern Shin that I can go back and read it and be like, oh, yeah, I remember I wrote that, and hey, that was pretty good. I did pretty good over here. So it's not, sometimes you look at your stuff and you get imposter syndrome and you think to yourself, man, I could have done this better, or I could have done that better. And if I was in a different frame of mind, I probably would be more self-critical. But as I'm coming close to finishing up the series now and really working on it, what I'm really looking for is kind of like acorns of things that I can work into those last 2 issues. So going back and revisiting it, especially in this manner, has been really helpful for me, and really a great bonding experience for me and my son. So that's been great. All right. Now, Morrison didn't sign my copy of Invincibles, but I did come up with a new idea for this month's booting, because I'm going to have two bootings this month. And Grant Morrison's apparently coming back to the Big Two. He hasn't announced which one he's going to yet, but apparently he's coming back to the Big Two. So be on the lookout. Invincibles coming back to mainstream comics. That's the 2025 motto. All right, let's kick it off with some comics, shall we? I have Conan the Barbarian, number 103. What's up, Joe? How you doing, dude? And this is a newsstand copy. I'm going to say this is a fine plus, maybe even a very fine. And my ask on this tonight is going to be, we'll do it for $4. It's got to move. I have Daredevil 187. Really cool cover here. Very simple, as Jim Salicrup would say. It's very, what's the word? Ominous. What is the word he would say? Gosh. Now it's leaving me. Jim Salicrup would say this is a good cover and you should buy this freaking book. How's that? That's what Jim Salicrup would say if he was here right now to speak on his own behalf. Subtle. Not a subtle. No, it's not subtle. Gosh, what did he say? I forgot the word. Anyway, Daredevil 187, direct edition copy. Looks like Frank Miller did this one. This is going to go for just $4 as well. $4 on this. Of course, Mike. And I just sent out your package of books. You got the double rack you claimed last week is now out to you. Everybody who paid up their bill last week, your stuff is now out to you. Daredevil gets claimed by Roberto. Awesome. First claim of the night. So in case I didn't announce it yet, or in case I did announce it, but in case you didn't see the announcement yet, Warline is coming back to Kickstarter, and I'm launching the campaign on my birthday, May 2nd, which is also the same day that Thunderbolts comes out in theaters. So if you guys have a chance, or you didn't have a chance yet, please follow this link and click the notification button so that when we go live, you will be notified. Now, if you already have Warline 3, this is a chance for you to get the A cover as well as the variants that we're going to be doing that are exclusive to the Kickstarter. So the variants that I've been putting out so far are con exclusives. The variants that we're going to be putting out for the Kickstarter are done by the same 3 artists that we've had for all 3 issues. We got Stan Yak, Chris Mad, and Kanan White all coming back to do a 3rd cover for us. And their covers are done already. They're in the process of being colored. And I'm really excited about Stan Yak's cover. I'm excited about all 3, to be honest with you. They've all been fantastic. And you guys are in for a real treat with what we're going to do with this Warline campaign. Now, if you guys are cover completists, this is the campaign for you. If you just want the issue 3 in the standard edition, this is this is the campaign for you as well. This is an excellent opportunity for you to just grab the book, the A cover. If you haven't jumped on Warline at all yet, then this is also a great opportunity for you to get all 3 covers. And we're putting together some really cool incentives for this, some stretch goals and things like that. I really learned a lot from the last campaign, and I really just want this to be a fun experience for you guys, not just like a, hey, give me money so you can get this thing. So I'm thinking about what I can do to make this a more exciting campaign for you guys. So it's not just like, hey, give me your money and shut up. And I don't know if I'm going to be snorting hot sauce this time or putting ice in my pants, but Mog and I were talking over the weekend and we came up with some fun ideas. So I'll let you guys know. Yeah, people really did miss out on that embossed cover. I mean, this thing just totally flew off the table. All right, so the next book I have here is Detective Comics number 512. This is the 45th anniversary special, The Fatal Prescription of Dr. Death. This is going to go for $4, and it is a newsstand copy. I'm going to call that a very fine. I have Captain America number 326. We got a cover here by Mike Zeck. We got MODOK, Baron Zemo, and a few other villains on the cover here. This is going to go for just $4. Katie, what's up? How you doing? We got K-pop in the hizzy. I have Incredible Hulk number 274. I had this originally priced at $10. We're going to do this at $5, and it is a newsstand copy. Yeah, Katie, now would be a great time, if you're okay with it, for us to schedule time for me to come on your show. That would be great if we could work something out in the beginning of May. I'm still trying to get into Motor City Comic Con, but I'm waitlisted presently, so we'll see how it goes. All right, next up I have Uncanny X-Men number 179. This is the first appearance of Leech, and the asking price was $15. I'm now going to lower the price to just $10 for the first appearance of Leech. He's a very key character. See, he's more important than Wolverine and Cyclops and every other mutant. He's the best mutant. Am I right, Jay? Is he the most important?
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, well, then maybe you should read more X-Men comics.
or any X-Men comics, actually.
I think he was in Logan, wasn't he?
Oh, well, I thought that was is that Caliban?
No, Caliban was in Logan.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, never mind. All right. Well, I guess that brings Leech's stock down from $10 down to $5. What do you guys say? $5 and you get the first appearance of Leech. And he's marrying Kitty Pryde. He's marrying a Jewish girl. $5 on Uncanny X-Men 170. Bang, bang. All right, I got Fantastic Four number 236, the 20th anniversary of the fabulous Fantastic Four, plus an all-new FF blockbuster by Stan the Man Lee and Jack King Kirby. They came back for this issue. This is going to go for $5, direct edition copy. Awesome. Magic and Dazzler. I only care about 2 X-Men, Tori, Leech and Leech. Leech Jr. What do you think they would name their son, Kitty Pryde and Leech? They'd have to give him a really good Jewish name. Moisha Leech. It would be Moisha. Moisha, you're not wearing your yarmulke correctly. Where's your dreidel, Moisha? Oh, God, this is terrible.
Made it 20 minutes, man. Made it 20 minutes.
What's that?
We made it 20 minutes.
I know, we made it 20 minutes. What? I'm not being racist. This isn't racist. I'm anti-Semitic. Throw me the shovel. I'll take it.
You need an excavator at this point, man.
I'm ready to catch it. See,
You got to get that backhoe now.
being inappropriate in all new ways. Where's Dahmer? That's a record, to be fair, 20 minutes. All right, I have Shogun Warriors number 20. Shogun Warriors number 20. We got a newsstand copy here. This is going to go for $4. $4 on this. Vision and Scarlet Witch number 2. Newsstand copy. We're going to call this Fine Plus, maybe. This is going to go for just $4. $4 on this. Wolverine Bloodlust by Alan Davis. This is an amazingly well-illustrated book, and it's a very interesting story. This is going to go for $4. It's a one-shot story. Punisher and Captain America, Blood and Glory. That's how I'd summarize my first relationship.
Oh, yeah!
Right. Punisher and Captain America, Blood and Glory. This could go for $4. And then I got the New Teen Titans number 1. New Teen Titans number 1 by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. The late, great George Perez. This is going to go for $3 tonight. Just $3. It's yours. I have The Witching Hour number 61, which is exactly 8 issues before issue 69. Yeah! Witching Hour number 61. Don't be afraid. They're only stuffed animals. See, this is before furries were a thing. This is going to go for just $3 tonight for the Witching Hour number 61. And then I have Robin of Locksley, Marvel Classics Comics Robin Hood. This is going to go for $3 tonight, and it is a newsstand copy. This is Marvel Classics Comics number 34. All right, up top, I have Amazing Spider-Man number 383, 384, and 385. This makes up a run called the Trial by Jury. Spider-Man faces off with the jury. They basically capture him and put him on trial because they find him guilty for creating venom, and they hold him responsible for all of the deaths caused by venom. And it is an excellent 3-part run. I highly recommend you guys grab this. I'm going to do it for a super cheap price tonight. You can get this entire stack here for just $8. Are we calling that? Is that a claim, Sergeant CJ? Welcome to the show, by the way. I have Flex Mentallo. This is written by the guy who wrote Invisibles and Invisibolix, which is the most titular sequel of all time. And I just got Flex Mentallo right here. Flex Mentallo, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Flex Mentallo is the creation of a young boy who ended up becoming a drug addict. And he is stuck in this boy's head, and this boy is now a man, and this man has been using a lot of drugs. He's been on the psychedelics. He's been going on ayahuasca. And this is all crazy Grant Morrison stuff that makes absolutely no sense. And if you're into that thing, and I love mind trippy stuff, I'm all about the mind trippy stuff, then you're going to love this. I actually picked this up for my collection and spent $65 on this. And I was hoping to sell it for $75, but then the market took a dump, and the price of these books went down, down, down. So now I am doing this stack for $30 as opposed to $65. So I'm taking a $35 hit, but I got to move this stuff. Unfortunately, this does not have a place in my personal collection, and it's not because I didn't like it. It's mainly because stuff's just got to move. And unfortunately, I bought it to read it and let it back out there. That's it. I didn't hate it. I didn't particularly follow all of it, but I'm just not doing a good job of selling it. That's why I'm discounting it so much. Grab it, you idiots! All right. Be bloody brilliant. It's Grant Morrison. It's not like I'm trying to sling Neil Gaiman comics. We'll get to that later. All right, and then I have the Defenders, number 58, number 59, and number 60. This is another set of books here that I was hoping I could make some bank on, and I planned on selling each one for $10 and doing it all for $30. Then I dropped it down to $25. Then I dropped it down to $20. Then I went to $15. Now I'm going to $10. I'm taking a hit because, again, these books just need to move. So Defenders 58 through 60. This makes up a run. It is part of Dak's Defenders. Dak was my co-writer on Yi Shin, and before he worked on Yi Shin, he did a bunch of stuff at Marvel, and this was his most well-known works, The Defenders. And She-Hulk, too, by the way. All right. Roberto takes the Defenders. Yay! Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right, hang on just a second here, guys. Okay. I got Detective Comics 627. That's going to go for $3. $3 on Detective Comics 627 Anniversary Edition, celebrating Batman's 600th appearance. No more hits on books. Stick and move. You just got to keep. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to take the hit on books in order to get them to move. That's just how it goes. That's part of the thing. But I'm glad that they're going to Roberto. I'm glad that they're going to you guys. That's why I'm offering it here. It's because I want these books to go to you guys because I know you'll take good care of them. All right, I have Venom Funeral Pyre, number 1 through 3. This is Venom teaming up with Punisher in a new miniseries. From the success of Lethal Protector came Funeral Pyre. It's a 3-issue series where Venom and Punisher go up against a new villain called Funeral Pyre. This book was also jumped up in value in 2021, and it went from being like a $2 book up to about $25 for the set, which would make each issue about $8. But we're now gonna look at the market where it's at, and I'm going to drop the price down to 15. So we're at 15 right now for Venom Funeral Pyre number 1 through 3. This is the entire set, all very fine books, ready to go for your collection. All right, guys, we're going to take a short, and I mean short, commercial break. It's going to be like this short. And when we come back, I'm going to start busting out back issues. We got an awesome collection of $2 comics that I curated today from or that I've acquired today from North Shore Comics and curated for today's show. So I'll see you guys in just a minute.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
I didn't mean that short, Jay. I mean, it could have been a little bit longer, you know. That was like literally like 2 seconds. That was like a
You
2 second.
said short book. You made the little, sign with your fingers. I don't know what.
I was being fascist. Isis. What is the word?
Facetious.
Fascistisis.
Yeah,
Fashionista. Fascistis.
You were being fashionista.
All right, we're back. Let's do this. You guys ready? I said, are you guys ready? Let's do this. All right. Some really awesome books here, guys. We're going to start off with Marvel Fanfare number 19. This is going to go for just $2 tonight. I have Amazing Spider-Man number 37. This is Legacy number 931. This is going to go for $2. We're doing $2 back issues right now. Dark Horse Presents number 115. This is going to go for $2. $2 on this. Star Wars number 23. Oh, look, Han's chasing after Leia. He's like, come here, you little rascal. Don't make me tackle you. We're playing Who Kissed Whose Brother. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't me. Let's go for $2. I didn't kiss your brother. I just tugged him real tight and then saved his ass. All right, there we go. Star Wars jokes. I don't usually make them, but today I'm making an exception. All right. I have Superman and Green Arrow in DC Comics Presents number 54. This is going to go for $2. And then I got Superman and Supergirl in issue 86. Superman and Hawkman in issue 74. So there's 3 of these issues. We got 54, 74, and 86. Superman and Green Arrow, Superman and Hawkman, and Superman and Supergirl. All 3 books going for $6. I got to tell you, I don't know if you guys saw that spoiler image of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom with the long gray hair and the little chest thing, but I was not pleased with that. I was really disappointed. And then the next day I saw an image of Jason Momoa showing up on the set of Supergirl as Lobo, and it's like, yeah, there, see, that's how you do an adaptation. Perfect casting, perfect everything. I really hope that spoiler image was not the real deal, because I don't want Dr. Doom. That's not Dr. Doom. That looks like, Jor-El had sex with Tony Stark. And it wasn't nice sex either. It was like really mean sex.
Hey,
am I allowed to say the S word?
Heyo.
Heyo! Hey, you did it with the sexy sound. Jay, that's awesome, dude. Fantastic. All right, I have Doom Patrol by Grant Morrison. Grant freaking Morrison! Doom Patrol, number 48, 49, and 50. How excited are you guys right now? There is Doom Patrol here. I want to see some excitement from the audience here. Come on, tell me how excited you guys are. The best bloody roid-eyed old comicdom is here. Grant Morrison and Doom Patrol. If you like Invisibles, you'll like Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol takes a big bollocks out of Invisibles. This is going to go for $6 for Doom Patrol. I have Swamp Thing, the 1991 annual. This is going to go for $2. This is a steal right here. Beautiful cover. I think it's Bill Hills. No, Bill Yaska. Yaska. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. $2 on this. And then I have everyone's favorite writer of all time. You guys all love this guy. I have Sandman number 60. He's brilliant! He's bloody brilliant! This is going to go for $2. Nope, I don't see that Swamp Thing. Oh, so when you're saying you want Swamp Thing, what you're really saying is you want Sandman number 60. I'll put that right aside for you, Chris Dash. This is what should be selling real fast, not this Swamp Thing book. It's not written by a British guy. It's written by a stupid American. All right, I got you, Chris Nash. I guess I have no choice but to give you what you want. Otherwise, the experience will come over to my house and kick me in the shin. They'll kick me in my Yisun shin.
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
that was a quality joke, sir. That was quality.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. I got the Book of Magic War, Neil Gaiman. Yay! So we got the Books of Magic. This is issue number 4 of 4. I had issue 2 of 4 last week. I'm going to slowly try and put this entire run together. Neil Gaiman and Paul Johnson on this one. This is going to go for $2. I got the Pink Panther and the Inspector. This is going to go for $2 from Gold Key. Some $2 Pink Panther. Batman Urban Legends. This is a Fear State tie-in. This is going to go for $2. Batman Urban Legends number 9. Featuring frightful tales starring Batwoman, The Outsiders, Azrael, Tweedledee, and Tweedledum. $2. Pink Panther. Off to Chris Nash. I got a lot of really cool Batman variants coming your way, by the way, guys. Some really cool stuff. I have Batman Urban Legends number 3. We got Red Hood on the cover of this one. And I'm not sure who did the variant here, but it's pretty cool. And it's going to go for just $2. And then I have Batman Urban Legends number 20. We got Nightwing facing off with a bunch of ninjas. I want to be ninja. This is going to go for $2. Batman Urban Legends, we got issues number 3, 9, and 20. Number 3 and 20 are variants. Number 9 is the regular A cover. Get them all for $6.
Take Chow down to Chinatown.
Yes, there you go. Apparently, it was like that was like a movie. I mean, they made a whole movie about that.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I know. But she became a ninja because she was constantly practicing. You know, there's a whole story into that song. It's a whole story. It's a whole thing. I have Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker, book 6. I have another variant of book 6, and I also have book 3 here. I don't know how that ended up like that, but it's book 3 and book 6. If you want all 3 of them, it's $6. If you want just one variant of 6, let me know. This is by Sean Murphy. He's the artist, and it's really good stuff. That's going to go for $6. And if you haven't yet, be sure to click the link to be notified for the War Lion 1 through 3 launch. That is going to go live on May 2nd on my birthday. Hey, Lewis, what's up, dude? So we got 16 followers already. This is fantastic. All right, I got Hellboy, The Corpse by Mike Mignola. I think Chris Nasser's like, how come you don't get any Hellboy here? Well, here's your freaking Hellboy. I found it. $2 on this. So you'll be like, oh, I already have that one. Well, fine. Hellboy. Oh, there we go. Hellboy. Lewis took it. Sorry, Chris Nash. Shouldn't have put you under the fire like that. And I can get plenty of more of those Hellboys. All right. I got Firepower number 3. Firepower number 3. This is going to go for $2. This is a really cool series. If you're a fan of Invincible, I think Firepower is a series you should definitely check out. It's more martial arts based than hero based, but it's a pretty enticing story. I really like it. $2. Luckily, I have that one up. See, I knew you had it. I was like, he's probably got it already. Well, I promise you don't have some of the books that I'm going to be showcasing next. How's that for a promise? You know, when you said he smoked you, I was thinking of that moment in Fifth Element when that guy, like when the police were telling everybody to put their hands up on the walls, and that one guy's like looking up at the camera and he's like, "Smoke you!" And then they like arrested him. You guys remember that?
They couldn't even use their one F-bomb there.
No, they couldn't. He said, "Smoke you," which I guess, okay, you know. All right. I have Batman 138. This is going to go for $2. This is the A cover. And then I have a Trick or Treat variant of 138. And then I have what looks like a Michael Keaton Batman. This is a variant that was done by Gabriel Del Auto. Each one is going to go for just $2. And then I have another one here by Frank Cho and Sabine Rich. That's going to go for $2. So each of these 138s are going to go for $2. If you want them all, it's $8, but there's some really cool variants here. Just let me know which one you want to see, and I will show you. Trick or Treat is off to Chris Nash. Someone grab that Gabriel Del Auto one. That one is really awesome. And this Batman run was really, really good. I'm actually kind of upset it ended. I was not very pleased with Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb's first issue of Hush 2. It felt really kind of forced. And I'm like, is that how it's going to be? Is the Flash shopping show? Is this the Flash shopping show? No, it's not. All right. I have Batman 139. We have a variant here by Mike Deodato Jr. going for $2. I have an action figure variant where Bane is breaking Batman's back. And then I have the A cover. And then I have another variant here by Gabriel Del Auto. Each one is going to go for $2. Did they rush Hush? I don't know if they rushed Hush. I just don't know if we really needed a second Hush. Like, I would have rather Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb come in and do something completely different. I don't know. Okay, we're calling the Bane cover. What is that? That's this one. Okay, Bane cover is called. Awesome. Bane covers off to Chris Nash. Got some really cool Uncanny X-Men's here by Alan Davis and one of the Kuberts, Adam Kubert. 369, 370, 371, and then we jump ahead to 385. Some really cool X-Men covers. Yeah, I got you there on the action figure. Kompan, my man. So we got all these Uncanny X-Men's going for $8. I'll tell you what I read today. I haven't had a chance to really read a lot of stuff, but I did buy up a lot of stuff over the weekend. And it was mainly for me. Sorry, guys. I was shopping for me. I needed to remind sometimes when I do CTE2, I get so stressed out because of how difficult the sales environment is that I need to remind myself why I love comics. And so I went out and I bought myself a bunch of stuff. And so I am currently reading Camelot 3000. I managed to find the entire run of this, and I absolutely love Brian Bolland's art. And I just read the first issue, and it's awesome. So basically, Camelot 3000 is a sequel to the story of King Arthur. And in this sequel, it takes place in the year 3000, obviously. And King Arthur is resurrected, and he's stopping an alien invasion that threatens to see the destruction of Earth. And I think it's a really awesome concept. And, you know, Mike Barr is the writer on it, and Brian Bolland illustrated all 12 issues of it. It's absolutely gorgeous and a fun read. I'm almost done with issue 1. Give me the cash. So far for Yi Sun-shin, there are 4 issues for Warrior and Defender. That's like the full arc for that. Then there's 4 issues of Fallen Avenger, and there's going to be 4 issues for Hunter and Destroyer, and that'll complete the entire series. So for Hunter and Destroyer, I have the first 2 issues. So if you wanted to get issues 1 through 10 of Yi Sun-shin, it would be $25. I think I can show you if I have all 25 or 10 issues here. I don't think I do. Yeah, I have the first 4 here. So this is issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I have a whole bunch of them upstairs, and I can go get Fallen Avenger 1 through 4 and Hunter Destroyer 1 and 2. But if you want to get all 4 of the books, I'll do the same convention special deal, which is not what I do on my website, by the way. I sell the books at cover price on my website, unless you buy the bundle. If you get it all, it's $10. If you get all 10, it's $25. Hunter Destroyer 3 will be out. Oh man, I want to say definitely in 2026 for sure. And then we're going to finish off the series. Okay, 139, 138 Keaton, 139 Bella. Cool. Awesome, Lorena. How you doing, Lorena? And I also managed to pick up Iron Man and Doctor Doom Legacy of Doom, which is a 4-parter. And then I was going to start to pick up Mitch Garrett's, who does a lot of DC stuff now. He had a Punisher run I wanted to read. And so I was on the hunt for that. I still really want the Punisher run where he becomes War Machine. That's another one I'm trying to get. I'm doing good. Just tired, I guess, from C2E2, but I'm glad to be here. Always glad to be here. All right, I have X-Men Phoenix collector's item, first issue, going for $2. Yi Sun-shin really slaps with the drama. Neil Gaiman, I love it. That's a great quote from Neil Gaiman. I got X-Men number 17. This is from Hickman's run, and I really liked Jonathan Hickman's X-Men. It was very, very good. This is going to go for $2. I fling it like crap, G.G. Allen. Sweeter than fecal matter, G.G. Allen. I want you to join Cops, number 11. Cops, number 11. Do you guys remember this? The show where the superheroes were all cops.
Fantastic cartoon, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love that cartoon.
I wonder if it aged well.
Kind of. It's on Tubi.
Oh,
so
really?
you can watch episodes on Tubi. I've watched a little bit of it, and Lorena's going to take the Star Wars, by the way.
Okay, gotcha.
But it holds up to me. I mean, it's not like Thundercats, man. I loved Thundercats as a kid. Thundercats not so much as an adult. It's kind of little too.
Well, here's something I can tell you. I can guarantee you won't love right now. You'll have absolutely no love for this book. I have Flash number 57. Poor Flash. Look at him. He's just like, why, Jay? Why won't you love me? And it's because Jay is kind of like the Icicle, who is the villain of this issue that is written by, is it Joseph Mesner-Loebs and Greg LaRocque? $2 on Flash number 57. This is the only Flash book I could find out of spite today, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, that's like a 1-to-1 to me.
Yeah, it's a 1-to-1.
I'm just like the Icicle.
Just like the Icicle. All right, I got X-Men 2099 number 25. We got a foil and embossed cover. William Mesner-Loebs. Thank you, Tori. This is going to go for $2 for X-Men 2099 number 25. Milestone issue. Go figure if they even got that far. All right, next up, I got something really awesome that only the true connoisseur of comics is going to appreciate, because this is stuff from one of my favorite creators of all time, one of my biggest inspirations in comics, Mr. Will Eisner. We have Kitchen Sink Press's The Spirit, number 1, the origin story, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 17, number 18, and number 19. And then I have Will Eisner's 3D Classics, number 1. All of these are going to go for $2. I should know better than to do this, but I will do it. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm keeping it at 20. These are some really great books. So $20 on this Spirit set. And then I have the 3D Classics going for $2. If you are a true fan of the comic book of sequential art, then you owe it to yourself to read as much Will Eisner work as you possibly can. Especially The Spirit, which is a bunch of really cool short stories that play tricks on the mind and really show you how far comics can really go. It's timeless work, honestly. It's really just some of the most brilliant graphic novels I've ever read in my life were written by Will Eisner, who actually coined the term graphic novel. I should mention that too. That's how brilliant the dude was. I have the Question Annual, number 1, and number 2. That's going to go for $4. $4 on the Question Annuals. I have Cases of Sherlock Holmes, number 2, and number 3. I was not expecting to see this. And then I have Shazam, The New Beginning, number 1. That's going to go for $2. This could be a FOMO book, but I'm going to just do it for $2. It popped up in the bin. I'm just going to do it for $2 today. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, if the Shazam doesn't move and if the Spirits don't move, I'm probably going to raise the prices on those books, because I see a lot more value in it than what I'm selling them for. But in the interest of making it fun and easy for you guys, we're going to do this deal tonight. So I'm going to let it be on you guys. You guys decide.
Do it, you cowards.
Yeah,
I'm just
do it.
playing.
Whoa.
I'm just playing. I was trying to rage produce. You know, I learned it from watching you, Onrie.
I love it, dude. I love it. That's something. And speaking of that, speaking of parrots and everything, one thing I gotta make a very special shout out right now to my dear friend Barb Massey. Spinner Rack Rick. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. Awesome. Jay hitting us with fighting words. So going back to what I was saying, I was when I was at C2E2, I had my friend Barb with me, and I've known Barb for years. Her cousin and I are good friends, and we have a history. And Barb decided recently to publish her own book, and ever since she did that, I've been kind of mentoring her, and I've been inviting her to come and exhibit at conventions and kind of like learn the trade. And she came to the show, and she sold last year when she came to the show, she didn't have books yet, so she was kind of just talking about her stuff a little bit. She was kind of like hanging out, trying to learn, things and everything. And then she came with me to Fan Expo Chicago in the summertime, and she actually started selling some books, and she did pretty good. She only came for one day, but she did all right. Well, this time she went to C2E2, and she just crushed it. She sold 30 copies of her book. I was so proud of her. I am still so proud of her. She worked so hard pitching people and everything. And she got out there in high heels. She got out there in high heels and was slinging all 3 days. It was amazing to see it. It brought tears to my eyes. I was so proud of her. So yeah. And now the next step is to teach her rage sales. All right, I got Cyberforce #1 going for $2. Yeah, Jay is taking all my rage from me. He's carrying the rage tonight. I have Thor #7. This is part of Donnie Cates' run. This is a pretty cool cover. Everyone's trying to touch or lift Thor's hammer. They're like, I want to do it. No, let me do it. This could go for $2. I just want to touch the handle. It's so hard.
Heyo.
So hard and heavy. All right, Lorena, I have the right kind of Sandman for you. This isn't Neil Gaiman. This isn't your Neil Gaiman Sandman. This is your Jack Kirby Sandman. I have issue #3. I believe this is issue #4. I have to take off this price tag, which is covering up the issue number. Stupid idiot moron. Here, I'm going to put a price tag right over the freaking number, the issue number. Idiot! What a moron. Who would do that? Like, seriously, like, that is by far the worst place to put the price tag. Your stupid idiot price tag. Okay. I kind of guessed the issue number, and I was right on the money. This is actually issue #4. Huh. And then issue #6. So we have issues 3, 4, and 6 of the Sandman going for $6. You would be unlikable if you rage sold. Yeah. You have to be really likable in order to pull it off. Joe, you are likable. All right, Sandman's off to Lorena. Lorena took it. Awesome. Guys, thank you very much. You guys are being really receptive to the new stuff I bought today. And tomorrow I'm going to go hit up Dreamland Comics out in Libertyville, which is about 20 minutes from me. I haven't been there in a while, and I need to pick up some rack books. So I'm going to go restock with them tomorrow. We're going to do more $2 books, but you guys are going through a lot of stuff I picked up from Pete, and we're going to keep working here. Nobody wants freaking Doom Patrol? What a bunch of idiots! It's Grant Morrison, moron! Doom Patrol 48 through 50 is $6. Sorry, I just let a little whatnot salesmanship out of me. Slip of the Freudian tongue there. Sandman #60. It's Neil Gaiman. It's Neil Gaiman. You could buy this if you want. If you feel uncomfortable, I totally understand. Jay, your angry side rubbed off on me. And then I have the Batman White Knight presents the Generation Joker. I remember someone was asking me about this. So I have issues 3 and 6. I have variants of #6. I think this is the A cover. And then this is a variant. Whoop, that's a variant. And then I think this one is also a variant by that same variant artist for book 3. But lots of people really love Sean Murphy, and he's a fantastic artist and storyteller. Honestly, I have to say that the journey to Warline began with Tokyo Ghosts. That was one of the first books I read for inspiration. It's really good stuff. No, Swamp Thing Annual's gone. Ha! Rick's taking the Doom Patrols. Love you, Rick. Is this Rick Funk, by the way? Or is this a different Rick? Are they Bisley covers? No, this one says Tom Taggart on it. You're funky, but not Rick Funk. All right, cool. Well, welcome to the show either way. Rick James! It's Rick James! Oh, I love it. Lorena, that was great. I'm Rick James, bitch. It's a celebration. I just bought all your spirits and Doom Patrol, bitch. That's awesome. All right. I got Immortal Hulk number 39 here. This is going to go for $2. I have the Shadow Strikes number 1 and number 21. This is going to go for $4. Yeah, Lorena won the night with the comments for sure. It is almost FOMO time. I do know that, but we're going to take a commercial break as soon as I'm done going through the new stuff. I'm almost done with it. I've got like a couple more books left to go. All right. I have All-Star Batman number 1 going for $2. It's an easy pickup right there. Cold-blooded. Hey, you know what else is cold-blooded? The Icicle, who's on the cover of the Flash 57. Zach, Mr. Dope. The only copy of the only Flash book I have for sale tonight. And I did it for you. Cold-blooded. If you have that book, he's cold-blooded. All right. And I have The Astonishing Ant-Man number 11 going for $2. And then I have Wolverines with an S at the end, number 5 and number 7. Oh, he's already got that one. $4 on the Wolverines. All-Star Batman number 1. Astonishing Ant-Man number 1. Okay, this is all the new stuff that I have for today. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to do FOMO books. When we do FOMO books, after that, we're going to keep building out the racks. And we'll see you guys in just a minute. So stick around.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today. Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storylines prime. MCU 5G season the game. Binge being on, ain't nothing the same. Slide that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, it is time for us to do FOMO books. So, Jay, if you could do the honors, please.
It's FOMO time! Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play My God, like, shut up already.
Zach, how does that video make you feel? Does it make you feel sad? Because, I mean, I know you're a big Flash fan, and, you know, I'm a big Flash fan too. But, you know, I'm just wondering, like, how's it make? Did I offend you? Did I make
I think you're good making fun of Timu Jimmy Fallon there.
Oh, and I have a deeply complicated answer for Lorena's question. Is Wolverines a gang of Wolverines? Okay, are you guys ready? This is going to be kind of a long-winded answer here. Okay, so no.
Geez, spit it out already.
I already did. It's done. I already said the answer. It was no. I just said it was long-winded, and I kind of paused. You know, I summarized it. So it was like the idiot's guide to the answer. I laugh a lot every time. Well, that's good. I'm glad you laugh. All right, so it is Fomo time. So let's stop. Cutting corners here. Cutting the cheese here and get right down to business. I have Iron Man 290. This is an awesome issue. It's going to go for $5. Avengers 360, foil and embossed cover with Vision on it, $5. Awesome. I have Iron Man 288, which has War Machine on the cover. This is also a pretty cool, iconic cover. $5 on this. Wolverine 59. This is a tribute to Terminator. $5. Batman Chronicles The Gauntlet. This is going to go for $5. Spider-Man Unlimited #1. This is the first appearance of Shriek in the first chapter of Maximum Carnage. $5 today. The Toxic Avenger #6. $5. And then 2099 Unlimited #1. The first appearance of Hulk 2099. $5 on all of these. Awesome. Amazing. Deal incentive. 90s FOMO books. Don't miss out on these awesome books, you crazies. Some good stuff here. All right. Let's keep going here. I have Murder World Avengers #1 going for $2. I have the Avengers Celestial Quest #2 of 8 and #3 of 8. That's going to go for $4. All right, first Shriek is off to Chris Nash. Batman Dark Detective #2 and #3 and #4. That's going to go for $6. Jeff Houghton's Claiming the Iron Man FOMO books. Awesome. Those are two really great issues. I have them in my personal collection. We got 5 FOMO books left. Avengers 360, we got this really cool embossed Vision cover. Alternate Visions, $5 on this. The Toxic Avenger, I never come across Toxic Avenger, like ever. $5 on this. Wolverine 59. It's normally a $10 book. I'm doing it for $5. Tribute cover to the Terminator. Batman Chronicles The Gauntlet. I never come across this. This is like a one-shot. $5 on this. And then we have Spider-Man Unlimited #1. This is the first appearance of Hulk 2099. $5 on this. Okay, Toxic. We got 4 FOMO books left. All right, we're going back to $2 books here. I have Kiss Kiss Bang Bang #1, #2, and #3. This is from CrossGen. And this is pretty cool. It's going to go for $6. Stray Bullets number 41 is $2. Marvel Legacy number 1 is $2. And I got some stuff I picked up last week from Chicago Comics. I have Wizard Magazine number 182, which has a cover of the Civil War stuff. And then I have issue 223, Kraven Returns for the Kill. That's going to go for $2 as well. Get them both for $4. Okay. Zach calls Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Captain Marvel number 1. So check it out, guys. Look, this book has no hate in it. Okay. So if you don't buy this book, you guys are saying hate is okay. But hate is not okay. All right. This is going to go for $2. No hating.
Just rage selling.
Just rage selling. Yep. That's it. That's it. All right. I have Guardians of the Galaxy number 9 and number 10. You can get the pair for $4. This is by Lansing and Kelly. $4 on Guardians of the Galaxy. And then I have some Mark Waid Fantastic Four here. Issue 513, 517, 518, and 519. What was an RDJ movie?
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Oh, yes, it was. All right. Get these 4 Fantastic Fours here for $8. How excited are you guys for the Fantastic Four movie? Apparently, we're going to get our first glimpse at, what's it called? Dr. Doom. Raina calls Batman Chronicles the Gauntlet.
I'm kind of hoping we get another trailer or something soon.
You know, I'm kind of tired of trailers. I feel like trailers just ruin movies. I feel like less is more. Like, I'm working on the Warline 3 Kickstarter campaign, and like as I was putting everything together for it, I'm like, you know, any important imagery I show from this book is going to ruin it. And so I've decided to just find the most basic stuff that I can put up there to just give away as little as possible. Honestly, I feel like trailers just kind of tip the hand a lot. In fact, I'm going to call it out right now. It was all the speculation and all these stupid trailers that ruined Captain America Brave New World. If we didn't know any of that stuff, everybody would have said it's a great movie and no one would be complaining about it. But all the speculation was there. Even the after credits scene spoiled for everyone because of speculation and because of all these announcements of movies and everything and trailers and all that stuff. I'm very happy with knowing less about the movies as I go in. I love trailers. I'll eat them up just like you, Jay. And I love getting those little bits and those little breadcrumbs. But sometimes I feel like they literally hand us the entire meal before it's ready. And I really don't like that. I really think Captain America got spoiled by all the speculation. And because it was all on point. You know, there were no twists or turns that we didn't see coming. And that's unfortunate. That ruined the movie. In fact, the director even went out and said, why did everybody hate this movie? Tell me one bad thing about this film. There was nothing wrong with the film at all. We just saw every single thing happening. I knew everything that was going to happen in that movie before I even saw it because it was all basically laid out for me.
Yeah, I mean, and I completely understand that, but I wanted the Fantastic Four trailer. I wanted it to kind of be like the Superman one. You know, the Superman one didn't give really anything away, but that gave me goosebumps every single time I watch it. The Fantastic Four one, even though I'm excited for it, it just didn't give me that same emotion.
Fair enough. That is a very fair point. And I'm going to bring something. I was having a really great conversation with Mel about this. We were talking on the way to C2E2. We're talking about the difference between Absolute Batman and Ultimate Spider-Man. See, Ultimate Spider-Man, if you guys are not reading Ultimate Spider-Man by Jonathan Hickman right now, you guys are missing out on some of the best Spider-Man comics written in the last, I want to say 20 years, like since Bendis did Ultimate Spider-Man. Like, this is some of the best stuff. Comparatively, you have Absolute Batman, which hasn't been horrible. I've enjoyed it, but it just doesn't hold a torch to Ultimate Spider-Man, because Ultimate Spider-Man is a Peter Parker book again. You know, we have characters here who take the spotlight and are just as interesting as Peter Parker himself. And in Absolute Batman, we're basically being retold the same Batman story, and yet there is a cast of characters, but we really don't know who these characters are. And we're 7 issues in, and I don't see much of a difference. It's like, you know, here's Ultimate Spider-Man saying, we're going to take an entire issue and focus on Uncle Ben and J. Jonah Jameson's relationship and build these characters, versus Absolute Batman, which is like, hey, check out the absolute version of the Batmobile. Check out the absolute version of Mr. Freeze. Check out the absolute version of how Batman became Batman. And it's like, we already know this stuff. Like, here's what they haven't done yet. In the Absolute Batman universe, Martha Wayne is alive. And we have barely seen her in the book. Like, she shows up from time to time, and, you know, but she's not really like, she's not Uncle Ben. So, Jay, to your point, I totally agree with what you're saying about the Fantastic Four movie. They've only put out just a little bit, but it's not as exciting as what Superman did. Superman really pulled at the heartstrings, and it's like, we're bringing back hope. We're bringing back Supes. You know, like, get ready for a great summer. Either way, I think both movies are going to be fantastic. My fingers are crossed.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's going to be a great month for comic book fans in July.
Yeah. Now, Tori's saying that Brave New World was killed by the delay as well. I agree. The delay allowed the speculation to take over and basically ruined everything. I wish it wasn't so delayed. If that movie would have just come out right away, like, say, a year prior, I think it was a movie that came out a year too late, unfortunately. And another thing I really liked about Brave New World is how it tied into, what was it? Not the Elementals. What was it? Was it the Elementals?
The Eternals?
The Eternals, right. I like how it tied into Eternals. I like a lot of what Brave New World did, but it's not a movie, like, when you go into a movie and you know all the plot twists and everything, it's just like, you know, nothing special. Transhuman issue 3 is going to go for $2. Charlie's Angels versus the Bionic Woman #1 is going to go for $2. I have Superman the Man of Steel #32. This is part 4 of Bizarro's World. This is going to go for $2. And then I have Classics Illustrated, A Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of times. It was the blessed of times. $2 on this. It was the best of times. It was the blessed of times. Stupid monkeys.
Oi, I'm Phil Collins.
Oi, I'm Phil Collins. Oh my God, I saw some great South Parks. Oh my God. Mog and I, one of the things Mog and I do whenever we have a convention together is we watch lots of South Park, and we watched an episode where they made fun of the TSA, and it was absolutely amazing. Like, they took down the TSA so hardcore. It was one of the most beautiful takedowns I've ever seen.
Clyde, why didn't you just put the seat down? Excuse me, sir. Just got to check your butthole.
My favorite part was watching Randy sit down on the toilet and put a seatbelt on. That was great. Yeah, that one was great. Oh, you saw the Thanksgiving one? I have never seen the Thanksgiving one. Okay, guys, we have 3 FOMO books left. And this is fantastic. I want to thank you guys. You guys have been very receptive to these FOMO books here. You've taken all the rage out of my selling today. I have Avengers 360, This remains alternate visions. We got the foil embossed cover going for $5. Wolverine 59, this awesome Terminator tribute cover. And then 2099 limited number 1, first appearance of Hulk 2099. All going for $5 a pop. Now, if you want to grab them all and just make my life easier, that would be great. And I'm prepared to incentivize for you. I'll take $1 off each one. You get them all, it's $12 instead of 15. But you got to get them all together. Got to make my life easier for me to make your to lighten your. I don't want to say load. I'm not going to say load.
Too late. You already did twice.
Aww. All right, I got Hawk and Dove number 2. Suicide Squad Most Wanted El Diablo and Boomerang number 1. That's $2. I have The Warlord number 16, number 27, number 38, number 42. Help me help you. Number 53. Number 54, and number 55. If you grab all of these books, all my Warlords, it is going to go for $14. $14 for my Warlords. You want to touch my Warlord books? It's $14. Wolverine and the X-Men, number 20, number 22, number 23, number 25, number 27, number 29, number 30, number 31, number 32. It's a big run of Wolverine and the X-Men by Jason Aaron. Jason Aaron's run here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. This would be 18. I'll do it all for 15. Save you some money here. Wolverine Origins, number 29 and number 32. That's going to go for $4. Araya and Jella, number 1. I didn't realize this, but the first issue has a tear up at the top here, so I don't want to sell this at $2. I'll just do it for $1 if anybody wants it. I still have some Justice League books here. This is by Giffen and DeMatteis. I have Justice League number 3, number 4, number 15, number 20, number 22, number 28, number 30, and number 32. Yeah, sure. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8. I got all 8 going for 15. And then I have Batman, Superman number 25. That's going to go for 2. Green Arrow number 27 and 28. That's going to go for 4. Let me just do a couple more books. I'll put them up on the rack unless somebody wants to claim them now. Little Nemo Return to Slumberland number 2 is $2. Infinity Inc. number 6 is $2. Miller and McNiven's Nemesis issue 2. This is going to go for $2. Batman Superman number 24. That's $2. So we have 24 and 25. That's $4. And then I have Hellcop issue 1. That's $2. And Prime Slime's Tales number 3 is $2. Those were some new acquisitions from last week. Okay. I'm going to go over the first rack one more time. We're going to take this stuff down.
Nope is claiming Nemo.
I had a feeling someone would just take Nemo off my hands. Okay, so this is all the new stuff that I showcased today. I have Marvel Fanfare 19 going for $2. I have Amazing Spider-Man 37. That's going to go for $2. This is Legacy number 931. Dark Horse Presents number 115 is $2. Flash 57 is $2. Yes, we get it. Oh, Nemo. You know what else you could be finding right now? The comics you want to grab from this lot I'm showing you. I'm just kidding. I love you, Jack. What's up?
Said he found Captain Winky?
Captain Winky. Oh, man. Ace Ventura found Captain Winky when he was hooking up with Ray Finkel. Ray Stinkle. Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel, Einhorn. All right, I got DC Comics Presents number 54. Superman and Green Arrow. Superman and Hawkman in issue 74. And Superman and Supergirl in issue 86. You can grab them all at $6 for the set. Immortal Hulk 39, $2. Sandman number 60, $2 on this. Books of Magic number 4 of 4 by Neil Gaiman, $2 on this. Batman Urban Legends, we have issue 3. It's a variant, really thick book, $2. Number 9, it's a Fear State tie-in. And then we have number 20. If you grab all of these Fear States, it is $6. These are all in great shape, pretty thick books, and they all feature stories with characters in the Bat family. Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker. We have book 3 and book 6. This is the A cover of book 6, and these two are variants of issues 3 and 6. This is by Sean Murphy. They're each $2, or you can get them all for $6. Firepower number 3 is $2. Batman 138 cover A is $2. And then I have the Frank Cho variant going for $2. And then we have the Mike Deodato variant of issue 139, A cover of 139. So you guys did pretty good on this. We had like 4 of each issue, and now we're down to 2. So if anybody wants the 2 A covers, it's 138, 139. It's $4. Or if you want these last 2 remaining variants, it's $4. In that order. Uncanny X-Men 369, 370, 371, and 385. That's going to go for $8. $8 on those. Okay, Frank Cho and the Deodatos. Gotcha. Good pickup. Okay. The Batman 139 variant got claimed. What I have left of the Batmans is 138A and 139A. That's going to go for $4 for the pair. The DC Comics Presents, I got you on those, Houghton. X-Men Phoenix number 1 is going to go for $2. X-Men 17 is going to go for $2. Cops number 11 is $2. Shazam The New Beginning number 1 is going to go for $2. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to make this a FOMO book if no one claims it. This book totally has more value than just $2. In fact, I'll set it off to the side here. Question Annual number 1 and number 2. That's going to go for $4 for this set. I have Sherlock Holmes, The Cases of Sherlock Holmes number 2 and number 3. That's going to go for $4. Will Eisner's 3D Classics featuring the Spirit number 1 is $2. Still got this left. X-Men 2099 number 25. We got a embossed milestone cover, $2 on this. Thor number 7 from Donnie Cates' run, that's $2. Cyberforce number 1 is $2. The Shadow Strikes number 1 and number 21, that's going to go for $4. All-Star Batman number 1 is $2, and Astonishing Ant-Man number 11 is $2. You guys did great with these today. I'm going to put these other books up here. We got the Green Arrows 27 and 28 going for $4. Infinity Inc. 6 is $2. Nemesis number 2 by Miller and Miller and McNiven, that's $2. Batman Superman, we have number 24 and 25, that's $4. Hellcop issue 1 and Prime Slime Tales. Okay, I'll start Bats. I'm going to fill that out for you. Hang on just a second, Chris Nash. I'll start Batman. Okay, still have 3 FOMO books left. We have 2099 Unlimited number 1 going for $5. Wolverine 59 going for $5. Avengers 360 going for $5. Just so you guys know. Grab them all together, it's 12. And we're sold out of FOMO books, which would be fantastic. All right, I'm going to take this stuff down in case you guys want to pure that one more time. Put our FOMO books up here. I got the Avengers Celestial Quest number 2 and 3. That's going to go for $4. Murder World Avengers number 1 is $2. It's a variant cover. Batman Dark Detective number 2, 3, and 4. That's $6 on this set. I have Marvel Legacy number 1. That's $2. Captain Marvel number 1. That's $2. Stray Bullets 41 is $2. Wolverine Origins number 29 and 32, that's $4. Hawk and Dove number 2 is $2. Transhuman number 3 is $2. Araya Angela number 1 is $1. Suicide Squad Most Wanted El Diablo and Boomerang number 1 is $2. Got this Justice League set here, number 3, number 4, number 15, number 20, number 22, number 28, number 30, and number 32. I'm going to do it all at 15. So 15 on the Justice Leagues. Batman Superman number 24 and 25. That's going to go for $4. We got the Warlord set here. We have issue 16, 27, 38, 42, 53, 54, and 55. That's all going to go for 14. Wolverine and the X-Men, number 20, 22, 23, 25, 27, 29, number 30, and number 31, and number 32. I'll do all these at 15 as well. There's 9 of these here, so 15 on that. Classics Illustrated, A Tale of Two Cities, $2. Superman, Man of Steel, number 32 is $2. Charlie's Angels versus the Bionic Woman, number 1. I thought this was going to sell. I'm surprised I'm still sitting on this. I have a Fantastic Four run here. Number 513, 517, 518, and 519. That's going to go for $8. Guardians of the Galaxy number 9 and number 10. It's going to go for $4. Wizard magazine number 182 and 223. Those are going to go for $4. That is that stuff. Okay, Jay, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we get back, we're going to finish up strong here. We're going to build out one more double rack for you guys, and then that's this evening's show. So I'll see you guys in just a minute.
The limit is the sky with no glass ceiling. But if the shoe fits, feel free to walk up in it. You can catch me in the sky with no flight attendants, or either in the coupe, but the roof is not attended. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. Rap hitting, I button up Benjamin. I'm not like them, my coffers cut different. For those that are listening, please know that I never backpedal, nah, never that. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there too.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, my friends, let's finish up strong here. We got 20 minutes left. I'm just checking to see here where we're at right now with Warline notifications here. It looks like we're at 17 followers, which is great. I'm really happy with that. Dremio PhD asks, why no bags and boards on half of these books? Because I buy these books at $1 and I sell them for $2, and it's that simple. If they're bagged and boarded, they're bagged and boarded. If they're loose, they're loose. If you want them bagged and boarded, I'll bag and board them for you. So that's not a problem for me to do. But I'm not going to go out of my way to go and bag and board a bunch of dollar books for you, especially if I'm just selling them at $2. If I sell them for a little bit more than that because they're worth a little bit more, I'll bag and board them. How's that for an answer? It's honesty, and that's something you can always count on with me. Count your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 honesty. That's a fair answer. It's the truth. The truth of the matter. But good news is the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Good news is the next 3 books I'm about to show you right now are all bagged and boarded. And they're in great shape, by the way. I have Batman 431, 433, and Batman 511. This is going to go for $6. Ha! He's just cheap like his answer. I love that. Thanks, Lewis.
Hello.
Hello. That was great. All right, are we at 18 followers? Let's see. Let's do a refresh. Speaking of which, Roberto, I forgot to tell you, I finished Severance today. So I'm now officially all caught up after having seen Severance. Has anybody else seen Severance here? I really like that season 2 finale. I really, really liked it. I was thinking about it all day. All right, I got Bizarro number 6 going for $2. I have Why the Last Man number 55, number 56, number 57, number 58, number 59, and I'm going to do all of these Why the Last Man books for just $10. $10. Batman number 634 is $2. Avatar X, created and written by Grant Morrison, $2. The Extremist number 104, that's $2. The Bionic Man number 13, it's going to go for $2. Man, the Go People. I mean, that last episode was just so full of effed up. It's not even funny. I really, really liked that that finale was great. Get me season 3 stat. That's a great show. Really enjoyed it. I can see I was kind of going through most of it, and I was kind of like, it's okay, it's good. And then I got to like the second season, episode 8, where they go into depth about one of the characters, and I was like, whoa, this is effed up. That is effed up. It's really good. Really enjoyed it. Incorruptible number 8, number 9, number 11, and number 14, and number 17. And these books are all done by Mark Waid. It's a really cool story. It's Incorruptible and Irredeemable are 2 different series. Irredeemable is pretty much about a guy who's like Superman who turns evil. Incorruptible is about his arch nemesis who becomes a good guy and tries to stop the bad guy. I'm going to do all 5 of these at 10. Cemetery Beach, number 2 of 7 is $2. The Plutonian, yeah. And this main guy here is Max Damage. Blood Rain, Tokyo Rogue, number 2 is $2. I have Dead Man, number 6, going for $2. Speaking of which, Jay, I got almost all of Neil Adams' Dead Man run while I was at C2E2.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got issues 1 through 4, but I was missing 5 through 8, so I got 5, 6, and 7. But I'm really excited about it. I was never really into Dead Man until I read what was it? That Nightwing run, Fallen Grace.
Oh,
yeah. So now that you're telling me you're such a big Boston Brand fan, I think I'm going to have to. I need to learn more about this character. I'm doing it all for you. It's all for you.
I appreciate that. It's such an underrated character, much like the Question and the Spectre.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. White Savior, number 2 of 4. I know the creator of this book. He actually came to conventions with me once and was slinging his books too, long ago. And he released his book through Dark Horse, and they got all 4 issues out. And he did this with Eric Wynn. This is going to go for $2. Issue 2. I have Zemo, Born Better, number 4 of 4. That's going to go for $2. Punisher War Journal, number 18 and 22. That's going to go for $4. The Kingdom, number 2. This is by Mark Waid and Mike Zeck. $2 on this. Soulfire, number 0 and number 1. That's going to go for $4 for Soulfire. I have Scarface. Whoever knew they made Scarface comics? IDW did. Scarred for Life, number 4, and Devil in Disguise, number 4. These are 2 different runs, but it's all Scarface. the same. $4 on the 2 Scarface books. As an Al Pacino Scarface. Batman Family Athena, number 2 of 8 and number 3 of 8. That's going to go for $4. Little Monsters, number 2 is $2. I have some amazing Spider-Mans here at ASM 358 and 367. I'll do these both for $2. They're not in the best shape, so they're just $2. Doing some dollar Spidey books. Prisoner X, number 1 is $2, and number 2 is $2. Get them both for $4. Spectacular Spider-Man 238, 239, and 241 are $6. George R. Martin's In the House of the Worm, number 1 is $2. Archie 704 is $2. Dr. Aphra number 20 and 21 and 32. That's going to go for $6 for these Dr. Aphras. Image Plus number 1 is $2. I have Checkmate number 1, number 3, and number 7, and number 10. This is all going to go for $8. You know who's another underrated character is the Vigilante. And the way they brought
it, because there's two. There's one that looks like a cowboy. He was in the Justice League Unlimited cartoons.
I was thinking of the one that was in Peacemaker. Like, he was hilarious in that.
He was, but I would tell people, if you're interested in that character, if that show got you interested, get the Peacemaker Eagly book. Don't try to get older Vigilante books. You're gonna be very displeased because they basically turned Vigilante into Deadpool.
Yes, they did. Kind of. I really love what they did with them. All right, I got some really cool Captain America books here. It's a nice run. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty number 6, number 8, number 15, number 22, and number 23. I'm looking forward to season 2 coming out. That's going to be fun. So we got 5 books here going for $10. 5 for 10.
Same here. Not being a huge Peacemaker fan back in the day, James Gunn made me a Peacemaker fan.
Totally.
And it's not like I was a humongous Vigilante fan. I knew who the character was. But if you haven't yet and you really enjoy that show, Kyle Stark's Peacemaker Tries Hard is a perfect book to go with that show.
Really? Okay. I think
Yes.
I had an issue of that floating around.
It's so good. So good. Yeah. Kyle Stark's, man, is phenomenal.
I will check that out for sure. I have Dr. Fate number 2 and number 3. That's going to go for $4. I know I had an issue floating around. I'm going to have to find it now. Infinity Wars number 1 is going to go for $2. Totally Awesome Hulk number 10, number 11, number 13, number 14, number 16, and number 17. Got all these Totally Awesome Hulks here. Amadeus Cho. This is all going to go for $12. Amazing Spider-Man Legacy number 897 is $2. X-Men Noir number 2, number 3, number 4. If you grab all 3 of these, it is $6. Batgirl 71 is 2. Street Fighter 4 number 2 and number 3 is going to go for $4. I didn't know that either. Very interesting.
Roberto's going to take the X-Men Noirs.
Okay, great. Deliver Us from Evil, number 1, $2. Street Fighter Legends number 4B is $2. Walking Dead Deluxe number 7, $2. Legendary Star-Lord number 10 is $2. Snuffy Smith number 5 is $2. The Lost Gods number 503 and 509, $4. Day of the Dead from Grimm Fairy Tales, $2. Namor the Submariner, number 1. This is written by the guy who wrote Halt and Catch Fire, just so you know. Namor the Submariner, number 1 is $2. And then, speaking of, hey, I didn't know this and that, there you go. And then I have Harley Quinn, Legion of Bats, number 3, and number 4. That's going to go for $4. $4 on the Harley Quinn Legion of Bats. Okay, we built another double rack. I'm going to go over the bottom one more time, and then it will be time to close out the show. So this is your final chance to make a claim on top or bottom books.
Chris wants Walking Dead with 50 Cent on the cover.
Okay, cool. 50 Cent. Got you, Chris Nash.
Looks like quarter on that cover.
Yeah, he looks like quarter. I get it. The Warning, number 1, is going to go for $2 from Image Comics. Okay. All right. Let's go over the bottom rack one more time tonight. But before that, I'm going to show off our FOMO books. We have Wolverine 59 going for $5. $20.99 Unlimited number 1 is $5. Avengers 360 is $5. That would be $15, but if you grab them all right now, it's $12. So $4 a pop. Okay. Now let's go over bottom rack stuff. Conan the Barbarian 103. We're going to do this at 4. Detective Comics 512 is 4. Captain America number 326 is 4. Incredible Hulk 274 is 4. Uncanny X-Men 179, first appearance of Leech is 5. Fantastic Four 236 is 4. Shogun Warriors 20 is 4. Vision and the Scarlet Witch number 2 is 4. Detective Comics 627 is 4. Wolverine Bloodlust is 4. Punisher Captain America Blood and Glory. This is going to go for 4. New Teen Titans number 1 is 3. Witching Hour number 61 is 3. Marvel Classic Comics number 34 Robin Hood is 3. Okay. Then I have Venom Funeral Pyre 1 through 3 going for $15. Flex Mentallo number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. That's going to go for $30, and that's $35 less than what I paid for it. Amazing Spider-Man 383, 384, and 385. That's the trial by jury run there. That's going to go for $8. Now, here's a question for you guys. How incentivized would you be if I were to sell each of these books at $3 a pop? So let's say we were to do Conan the Barbarian at 3, Detective Comics 512 at 3, Cap 326 at 3, Hulk 274 at 3, Uncanny X-Men 179, First Leech at 3, Fantastic Four 236 at 3, Shogun Warriors 20 at 3, Vision and Scarlet Witch 2 at 3. Detective Comics 627 will stick at 3 there. Wolverine Bloodlust will go to 3. Punisher and Captain America Blood and Glory, that'll be 3. New Teen Titans will stick with 3. Witching Hour 61 is 3. Robin Hood is 3. Okay, so we got some claims here. FF, X-Men, Shogun Warrior, and Hulk. I'm going for $3 a pop. There we go.
And New Teen Titans.
Sometimes you just got to incentivize. The right incentive will do it. Will do the trick. All right. So, Witching Hour and Conan are gone. Awesome. Now we moved it. Now that's how you move some comics. All right, we got Detective Comics 512 at 3. Captain America 326 at 3. Vision and Scarlet Witch 2 at 3. Detective Comics 627 at 3. Wolverine Bloodlust at 3. This is a really great read, by the way. Punisher Captain America Blood and Glory. It's also an embossed cover, I should mention. And we still have that Robin Hood. That's going to go for 3. All right. I think it's time for us to spin the wheel. And it looks like we owe wheel spins to Spinnerack Rick. 4, 6, 8, 13, 17, 19. Chris Nash, Roberto. Let's see, 11, 10, 15. 21. So I owe spins to Chris and Roberto and Spinner Rack Rick. So let's do it.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skee-Ball.
All right, let's spin the wheel for Chris Nash. We get a free marble for Chris Nash. I am going to hook him up with Infinity Wars #1. That's for you, Chris Nash. Roberto, you're next. Roberto gets a free Marvel book. Roberto shall get, let's see here, Legendary Star-Lord #10. And finally, Spinnerack Rick. Is getting a free DC book. Batgirl 71. There we go. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We had a killer show tonight. I will see you guys next week on The Experience, but you can catch me tomorrow on my channel at 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern. Jay, is there anything you'd like to say before we end the show tonight?
Just same as always, man. Thank you all for hanging out. It's always a fun time here. It's even more fun when we get some claims, and y'all kind of killed it tonight. So thank you all for being here.
And Jay, thank you for all your hard work. It's always an honor working with you, buddy.
Oh, always have a good time, man.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I will see you later. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere The Experience is all the time.